Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be dedicated for all of you who are beginners in tennis. And before I go there, I just want to thank everybody who has the chance to, who's liked my videos or subscribed for my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope whatever I'm posting here is helpful. So as I said, today we're going to talk about beginners in tennis, and I noticed so many of you are so, want to go there and just start playing with your friends back and forth, keeping the ball until you see how hard it is, because the ball bounces differently every time and it's so hard for you to hit it the same way. And I know this might be discouraging, so in today's video I'm going to show you some basic exercises where you could really focus on improving your swing. So you have to take a step back, yes, before you go and have so much fun with hitting the ball back and forth, but we cannot just skip to that point. It's very hard. We just need to learn some basics first. So let's get started today with learning those few drills that you could do. And what I'm going to show you is going to be related in conjunction with my previous videos that I've made, how to hold the racket for the different tennis strokes, the 5 steps for the forehand, the 5 steps for the backhand, and also for the one-hand backhand. So as I show you the exercises today, make sure that if something is not clear, you can go back to all of those videos that I just mentioned and check the simple explanations that I've given there, so you can really improve your form. And from there, I'm just gonna show you today how you can do some repetition, so you can build up feeling, and so it can be more familiar to you, and soon you can go and try to rally with your friends. Hey guys, before we start working on this drill, make sure you have a basket of balls, or just a good amount of balls around you, so you don't have to get interrupted with picking up tennis balls all the time. So keep it on the left side if you're righty, and if you hit lefty forehands, keep your basket on the right side. Basically, in this drill, we're going to focus on the 5 parts of every shot that we're going to talk about: forehand, 2-hand backhand, and 1-hand backhand. So I'm going to give you a few tips for all of these 5 steps. I'm not going to go in depth too much. I'm just going to give you a few tips so you can just start working on that, and not getting it too overwhelming. So good ready position number 1: face forward, racket head up, hit hands close to the hips, hip level height. From here we have a unit turn. After we prepare well, we just make the unit turn, taking the racket back. At this point, pivot your feet to the side. Pivot your feet to the side so the body can turn better. Left arm up and racket head up on the turn. The next step is 3, where we're going to step forward to the ball. So you want to toss the ball at that point in front. So tossing the ball at this exercise is very important, because if you toss it too close to you, you won't hit the ball in the right place, and that's not going to help you get better. So toss in front so we can make a good step to the ball. 3, you can see how my knees are bent at that point. My body is completely sideways. Now my racket is going to start dropping down. See how it went under the ball. So make sure you just relax your arm to get under the ball, and then we hit the ball number 4. We hit it, and as we hit it, we go up with it. Make sure your racket is closed, not open at the contact point. You want to learn to keep your racket face closed, so we can learn to brush the ball a little bit. If your face is open, a lot of times the ball is going to go up. So be careful with that number 4 step. And after you hit your shot, just go to 5, all the way up. So at the finish at 5, make sure your body face forward, elbow is up to the chin, and the racket is back behind you. And one more tip: keep your back foot on your toes, so you can make sure you're in a good balance position, and you can feel how you're using your back foot to push more, so you can get that extra balance and power. So this is the 5 steps for the forehand, and again, very simply, as you're going to learn it, you're going to go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And a little different angle where you can see me from behind. So ready position, body forward. 1, unit turn. 2, tossing the ball in front, stepping. 3, 4, hit, and 5, finish. And one more time, ready position, unit turn, pivoting the feet to the side, racket up, left arm up, tossing in front, step into the ball, 4, hit, and 5, finish. And this is something you can keep going until you feel comfortable. and that's how you can get better with your forehand. Let's see how it's gonna be for the two-hand backhand and the one-hand backhand. So let's talk about the two-hand backhand and how to apply this exercise with the two-hand backhand. So good ready position. Make sure you have a backhand grip. Racket head again up on the ready position. Hands again close to your hip. That's number one step, okay? We're gonna have one ball holding because we want to try to hold the, the grip with your left hand and a ball at the same time. And from this position, we're gonna turn, unit turn again all the way back. See again, the same like the forehand, the feet pivot to the side. Racket head up, and also keep your arm well extended there. That's a good point. That's number two. So from number three now, see with my left hand, since I hold the ball there, I'm gonna toss it this way and keeping my racket still back. And this toss is gonna go forward. So that's gonna help me to step on number three and hit my ball easier. So here we go. I'm gonna toss it in front, catch my racket, step, and one more time. So we're gonna make the unit turn, pivoting the feet, racket up, tossing it in front, 3 step, hit, 4 and 5 finish. So a few more tips for the step 3, 4 and 5 for the two-hand backhand. So when you're prepared already for number 2 and you step to the ball, again, knees a little bit bent so you can use them later, use your legs for the shot. And now after we step, we're gonna start rotating the body, hitting the ball in front, and again, keeping the racket face good and close, not opening through the shot with the wrist. Basically, don't move your wrist when you go from here. Just go hit the ball, get under that ball, and then just lift it all the way up, upwards motion, extension, all the way to the 5, to the finish. And again, elbows up to the chin, racket touching the back, and keep your foot back on the toes again to give yourself extra balance and strength through the shot. So just a few tips for the two-hand backhand. So let me give you an angle from behind for the two-hand backhand as well. So ready position, facing forward, good unit turn, facing sideways here, pivoting the feet as well, racket back, racket head up, tossing it in front, making a good step, and then just hitting it up, staying balanced through the shot, all the way to the finish. One more time. Good ready position, good unit turn, tossing the ball in front, stepping to the ball, hitting it and finishing all the way up. So the 5 steps for the two-hand backhand. So let's go over the one-hand backhand now. So let's talk about the one-hand backhand. 5 steps again. Ready position in front, number 1, racket head up. This time the left hand is on the throat with the backhand grip again. So we turn back. Again, body faces sideways, pivoting the feet. Now that's a good number 2 step. Again, feet pivot sideways, racket head is up, prepared to get under the ball and hit it. So having the ball in your left hand. From here, you're gonna toss forward. And after you toss forward, you're gonna step forward again and then let the arm go. Hit your ball again, face closed, and we go up with the shot to the finish 5. Arm straight on the contact point, racket face close again, and when we hit it, try to go up to the finish, holding the racket up, arms closed. So here we go, ready position 1, unit turn 2, keeping the racket up, tossing in front, pulling back, and then hitting it up. One more time, ready position 1, good turn 2, tossing the ball in front, 3, 4 hit, and 5 to the finish. And here you go, guys, the last angle from the back for the one-hand backhand. Again, getting a good ready position with a good grip, making the unit turn, pulling that racket back with the left hand. We pull back, racket is up. You can see how I've made a nice turn. My body's staying sideways. Now I'm gonna toss the ball in front again, and then I'm gonna step forward to it, hit the ball. You can see my body is a little bit more sideways on the one-hand backhand, not like the two-hand backhand face, because we want to hit it one straight line, and then we go up to the finish. One more time. So good ready position 1, racket up on the ready position, making the unit turn, racket up on the turn, pulling back, feet sideways pivot, now tossing in front step, and then just we hit the ball. And again, you can see my foot back pushing Racket went all the way up to the finish 5. And this is for the one-hand backhand from the back view. So in today's video, we took a step back. If we're beginners, instead of going and trying to rally and get discouraged, we cannot keep the ball, we cannot hit the ball. So we took a step back, we broke down the forehand and the backhand, and we have this simple, drop feed exercise where you could focus on the 5 different steps on all of those strokes and slowly improve those 5 steps. And as you improve those 5 steps at the end, of course, it's going to just become one complete stroke. But before that, it takes practice. And once you feel more comfortable, you can try to rally against the wall, doing the whole thing together, and eventually get to play with somebody you can enjoy the tennis much more. Of course, if you have the urge of playing and you just feel it feels fun to you, of course, go and do it. You don't need the practice, but if you want to improve, it's good to know what to do on the forehand and the backhand. So I'll see you in my next video, and take care. Bye.